for this year's Triumph Hurdle. And Davy Russell, we were just chatting there earlier about, you mentioned the record of ex-flat horses and the Triumph is not great. And Guitar Pete from Desi Hughes is an ex-flat horse.
You know that I love this race. And you know that every time I talk about it, I get a bit of sick in my mouth. Because they're yucky horses. Every one of them. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about it, last year's winner, his sire is now a National Hunt sire and has been doing very, very well. And the favourite, this year's favourite, is by Saint to Saint, who is an exceptionally good sire, National Hunt sire. So that's my bit on the Triumph Hurdle. If the favourite looks to be a good horse, he's well bred, he's stoutly bred to stay and be a good horse. So I'm going to stick with him. The rest of them, you can fucking have them take home with you. Because, would you believe, these horses, like at one stage of their life, it's close to being a Tesco burger or go over hurdles and be a juvenile hurdler. So that's the choice they're given.
Couch.
Get some terrible horses running the Triumph Hurdle, like See You Then and all that, don't we? And the Sadler's Well, Siren, Isty Brett.
100 years ago, See You Then ran the Triumph Hurdle.
It was 1982. I don't know what school you went then.
That's 100 years ago. I was 3. I'm a long ways from 3 now.
I think you'd be hanging from one if you fucking keep on like that. They've got some terrible horses off the flat. Isty Brack, Crepensis, Alderbrook. Fucking hell, the list is endless. Any more Royal Gate? Fucking how many more champion hurdle winners?
Isty Brack didn't run the Triumph Hurdle.
No, he didn't, but he ran on the flat. And then McToomb trading. John Cosden had him. I tried to buy the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I thought there was about 100 behind him, 100 in front of me.
But you get him rated about 95, you see. It's stopping for 3 years, getting rated 95.
Oh. We only stopped him 3 times and had it off at air with Pat Edery on. 100 quid. It was 75 actually, but one split hairs. This year's race will be won by a flat horse, a very, very tough flat animal with a bit of speed, unlike these slow National Hunt sires like Sant on the Sant. Sounds like a fucking French beer anyway. What's it called? Saint. What the fucking hell was that? Lyring Legend. More slow boats.
He's got a list of Grade 1 winners. Is very, very impressive.
Any of them less than 4 miles?
No, all good staying horses.
Yeah, they'd all be
especially what you need to win this on the outside track.
They'd all be in point to point soon. The Broughton's they also backed in this race. A very, very tough flat horse. Trained by Mark Johnson, very, very tough handicap. I run 9 times between June and September. That's what you want in a breed, a nice bit of toughness in them. Very impressive at Musselburgh the other day. Was second at Fox Norton first time at Donny. He's around the 14-1 mark. He worked brilliantly at Cheltenham the other day with a costal load of horses from John Ferguson's. He'd done a marvellous piece of work. Good old flat horse. He just burned past his National Hunt slow boats on the run in Bowler.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Brian?
The second favourite is by a National Hunt sire as well. It's by Khalifa. Yeah, who's standing out the road here as well. So, and the third horse, I'd say, was rated something disgusting on the flat. Get the Guitar Pete, I'd say, was rated in the 50s. So, yeah.
Right. Desi Hughes won it last year with a horse who was I
got to tip a horse that won his maiden hurdle in Market Racing to go after that. If you're fancying Guitar Pete for this race, I think you're mad, because I think Tiger Roll will definitely finish ahead of him the next day. Because if you look at that race closely, he kicked the last out of the way. Brian Cooper lost his whip. It was his first run for Gordon Elliott in Ireland. I think he won a maiden hurdle in Market Racing for Nigel Hawke. Tiger Roll to me will finish the best of the Irish. Whether that's good enough to win the race, I don't know. Whether he's good enough to beat the 2 English horses, but by all accounts, Calypso wasn't Paul Nichols's original Triumph Hurdle horse. I think a different one was. La Roche looked very good on the footage there, but 14-1 Tiger Roll each way would be my selection.
Well, it's probably best going for a long shot in the race. Because just looking again at the stats, only one favourite, and that was Detroit City, won this race in the last 12 years. But since the Fred Winter was introduced, 8 of the last 9 Triumph winners were in the first 4 in the betting. Andy Mack, do you think the son of Saint Day Saint is going to win this?
Yeah, I don't know what statistics Davey's coming up with his flat horses can't win this race. Like just about every one of them for the last 10 years.
I said a flat horse can't win it. I said they're absolutely disgusting horses, the majority of them. Of course, they're all flat horses. The majority, 99.9% of them are flat horses.
I misheard you, so I thought you said flat horses couldn't win it. There is the odd out champion hurdle winner does come out of it all the same, Davey.
14
First 5-year-old to win a champion hurdle in a long time, wasn't it?
Punjabi.
Catch it.
He was third to catch it in the triumph. Yeah, I spent about an hour going through this race earlier on, and I came up with Broughton, but for the life of me I can't remember why after all of that. So, I'm going to tell you Broughton, lads, he's the one, I can't tell you why.
I hope you spent a little bit more time than an hour studying it, Andrew Lynch. Have you any view on it?
I'm a big fan of the favourite. I've seen him win in Chepstow at Christmas. He's a real tough horse. Suits Dickie Johnson and Nick Williams. But he's just a very tough horse, and you need a tough horse to win this race. The ground's going to be on the easy side, and I think that's what a lot of those horses want. So he'd be the one for me.